Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Local Body Councillors you probably shouldn't be voting for this election. Today we're talking about Victoria Delvaris Woodcock, who was, according to some people, possibly one of the instigators of the Wellington protest in February this year, who while she was down there, she stayed the whole time and she left some pretty mixed messages about whether or not she was there representing her council or representing herself. Pointing out that, local councillors need to be role models to stand up for the rights of their citizens, but also she wasn't down there as a local councillor. But was she? It's a really tough line to draw, and I'm not sure if she's aware herself of exactly where that line falls. But she is a big supporter of groups like Voices for Freedom, who, as you know, put out a call telling people that they should run for local body politics, but not tell anybody that they're big fans of Voices for Freedom, but they totally should. And to be fair, Victoria was actually a local body councillor before Voices for Freedom became a thing. She has been a council voice for quite some time now. Like many sitting councillors who are kind of in that rabbit hole, Three Waters has become a bit of a flashpoint for her, and it doesn't surprise me. Three Waters is a contentious issue. And if people were to stick simply to those issues, that wouldn't be a problem. But for the rabbit hole dwellers, it's actually a lot harder for some reason to do that. Instead, they tend to roll out a whole bunch of weird conspiracies. Like the one around Nanaia Mahuta and the hiring process of her husband in various roles, which goes through a very rigid parliamentary process. And she's not the only MP who's had this kind of thing thrown at her, but she is the most prominent Māori MP, and for some reason that means that you're allowed to pile on. Not that it's racist though, but this is the kind of comment that she's pushed out on her Twitter feed that she's given movement to after one of the local weather presenters decided to present the weather in Te Reo Māori. In fact, a quick look through her Twitter feeds, her Facebook feeds, and her personal Facebook page will showcase a whole bunch of varying viewpoints, all within that conspiracy theory sphere, including, new conservatives who seem to pop up on all of these lists. Chantal Baker, who is Chantal Baker. The Platform, of course. The New Zealand Taxpayers Astroturfing Union, which is not actually a union and is paid for by a whole bunch of large organisations who like to keep their secrets for some weird reason and tell you exactly how your money should be spent. And of course, Voices for Freedom and their call for people to try and subvert the democratic process by not telling anybody about their background or highlighting their beliefs has to be in there as well. And of course, there's the standard, but ivermectin, which is not an antiviral drug. This is a candidate who is seeking a vote and she's only running for the mayoralty of Kaipara, so feel free to not vote for her.